Hey, what's up, guys? We're back, and this is part 2 on how to make funk. But this time it's going to be with acapellas, and it's going to sound actually good and actually like funk. So it's more of a Trappin In Japan type a beat. Alright, so a funk beat that's going to end up on Trappin In Japan has a really high tempo usually. So we'll put it at 145. And the first absolute thing you're going to do, you would think it's find the sample. But really, if you get a really good funk like beat without the sample, it can fit well with any like good sample that you find. So yeah, so first you need to pick your samples and instruments. So I'll go in samples. I have a bunch of kits here, so usually it's the KC Supreme has a lot of good kicks and stuff, so yeah, this is a good one. And then 808s. I always use the exact same 808s when I do funk. It's in the 808 Mafia. And it's the original 808 Mafia. And this is where I get the acapellas and the snares. So snares, this one right here. What else? The hi-hats. Just any of these really. Just the trappiest hi-hat you can find. These ones don't usually work that well, because the hi-hat rolls are so insane that you're going to need a really short hi-hat. This one right here. This is a good hi-hat. Then I pitch it down a bit. Take that, put it there. And those are pretty much all the instruments. You can add some like shakers here and there, and after that you can add some effects like the radio chirp and stuff. But this is pretty much it for the this. So now you can start making the beat. So think of the craziest pattern that you can find, and it's going to sound good with any like jazzy sample you put on it with these specific types of samples. So let's start with, I always start with the snare, so here we go. Alright, now that you finish your beat, you can go sample digging now, which is probably the most boring part. Alright, so after a while of digging, you'll eventually come across something that sounds pretty interesting. And you basically just experiment with a bunch of samples until it sounds good with your beat. So, yeah, so this is the one I found. Alright, so I'm thinking of cutting out a bit of this right here and ending it right there and looping it back. And then I'm probably going to use this acapella right here just because it just sounds pretty good.
Pistol packing, never slacking, bitch killer, killer. Pistol packing, never slacking, bitch smacking, killer, 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 killer.
Alright, so now go to your favorite video downloading website. Found this one works the best, and just cut them up and paste them in there. Then after you downloaded them, put it on your desktop, drag it over. So when you find the tempo of this specific sample, then you can know exactly where the 4-bar loop is, or 8-bar, whatever you're going to use. This is probably going to be 8-bar, just because there's so much variation. Alright, so it turns out it's exactly, it's almost 145. So let's go with that. Right there. This is exactly where I want to start it. So cut the rest out. Right there. This is the 8-bar loop. Now that you've highlighted it, hold this and drag it out here. And it's exactly 145 almost. So now you can check with the tempo just to see if it's perfect. Yeah, so that's close enough. But as you can hear, you can still hear the drums in the sample. So what you're going to do is double click on this. Now go on your mixer, set it to track 1, and then add a paramedic EQ 2, and then take out the low ends and take out like the snares and stuff. So now it should go. The quality of the sample doesn't really matter because it's going to be completely overpowered with the bass of the beat we made. This one right here. So now you can just see how it loops together and sounds with the sounds with the beat. So here we go. Alright, so that's pretty good. And now all you really need is to add the acapella. And also, just so it's exactly the same, click the stretched icon and then hold Alt and now it's exactly 145. Alright, so now take your acapella sample from here. Alright, so I cut it up a bit, renamed it and everything, so it's perfect. And this is the tricky part with this sample specifically, is really, it's kind of offbeat on its own. So you're gonna have to set it exactly to what you need. So here, I'll set this to the 8-bar loop. See right there, from this point on, it just goes offbeat. So you're going to take this part right here, which is on beat. And this second killa sound right here, you're going to remove it because it's kind of weird. Now you need to get closer in here. So it seems to be this one. Alright, so that's pretty much the sample right here. I'm just gonna loop that. Alright, and then you can add some variations with the drums and everything. And you're gonna add like a video with a bus going around in Japan, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
That beat.
bitch killer. Pistol packing, never slacking, bitch smacking killer.